Good morning, everybody. This is Lana, and I just want to say just a quick thank you to everyone who has been supporting me and supporting my book and putting it out there to people in your social media sites. I really, really do appreciate it. I do from the bottom of my heart. Everything you're doing for me is not going unnoticed. I guarantee you, and I promise you, will come back in more ways than one to you in such a beautiful and great way that you didn't even expect. Okay. This morning, I just want to have a really quick, authentic soul talk with you. This weekend, we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day, and there's some things which just kind of crossing my heart, and I just want to kind of talk about it. Um, I, every parent or people who are as stewards over children, um, would love to have a book that could really help raise your child in a way that is a perfect way. There is no perfect way, and there is no book out there. Now, there are many books out there that can help us. There are many books out there that can assist us, but there's just not one book. But when I thought about it, I went back to my first book, Dirty Breath Trapped by Rejection, a memoir, which is coming out this August. I thought about it. We do have books. We have living epistles. Those are those that raised us, those adults that were relevant and prevalent in our lives. They're the books. They're the books because they had a great influence on how we behave as adults. And I'm here as a true advocate of emotional abuse. I want people to be aware of it because of how I was raised. And I realized they didn't know, or either they did know, or they were just afraid to try it. I don't know. But I do know that I am here presently, 2014, an advocate of emotional abuse, and I want people to be aware of certain things. There are two things that I did that I just want to get across to you. I want you to think back in your childhood. Think back in your own childhood. Think about those adults that were really, really played pivotal roles in your lives. Are you replaying the actions and behaviors that they exhibited to you? And how did it make you feel? Because there were two things that were done. One, their tone and their words. I have a neighbor downstairs, I promise you y'all, every morning, 5 o'clock, it never fails. But the first time this really happened, she takes her children to school. And I think she takes them to someone else's house because they go to school in a different area. But it's the same child, and I know it is. It's the same child every morning. This child is sleepy and they're tired. And she screams. She screams at this child like nobody's business. And the very first time I heard it, I promise you, it woke me out of my sleep because it made my stomach quiver. It made me shake. So if hear me, the adult shaking, I can imagine what it was doing to that child. And you have to think about it. You're doing the same thing every day, and it's not working. Okay, so I was told that was called insanity. Try something different. It's not gonna work. And are you exhibiting the same type of actions to that was exhibited to you, to your child, and did it work for you? Think about it, people. Number two, I'm looking at notes, y'all. Okay. Number two, remember the body language. As a child, go back, think about that person, remember their body language. I remember the fake smiles. They were asking me to do something, right? But they had this fake smile on their face, like, and I was looking, going, why are they looking crazy? Because what they were saying and what was coming out their mouths were just two totally different things. I mean, because if you're asking me to do something, would there not be some type of, I don't know, excitement or some type of joviality about it? I don't know, but it was just like there was just all this. I couldn't stand it. So think about: are you doing the same thing to your kids? Are we just doing it? I mean, I know how I felt because I used to always get this funny feeling in my stomach. If somebody screamed at me, I would get this feeling in my stomach. It would hurt, and then all of a sudden the air would go out from my head, and my ears would pop like I was in high altitudes. It didn't work. I just became more afraid. And what we're doing is that when you do that, to a child, you're teaching your child to lie about how they really feel, and you're teaching them not to think um, with their thoughts. They're gonna try to think with your thoughts because they want to please you. You're the parent, you're the adult, you're the steward over your child. You know, They want to please you. They don't want to see you angry at all. So what they're going to do, they're going to only respond with what they think that you want to hear. And that's not good. And they won't become authentic adults. They'll even not even go into the right profession because they still want to please you. It's not good. I think this conversation needs to keep going because we want to be great parents. We want to be great, stewards over kids. Whether you're teachers or in a certain position that you're over children. You may not have children of your own, but it's okay because you want to make sure that you're being the best possible role model, authentic role model for your child. So let's keep talking about this. You can email me at lana@dirtybethtrappedby.com. And please don't stop the conversation. Um, my question has always been and always will be, what emotional legacy do you want to leave your children or your child? Mine was the entity rejection. What's yours? This is Authentic Soul Talk. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Love you much. Bye bye.